All right, so it's Friday. Let's talk about some Endymion brain rot very quickly, okay? I saw this tweet the other day and I wanted to talk about it, but then I got caught up making some other videos. You guys know how it goes. It's been a busy week, but I do want to address it today, and I thought this is the perfect opportunity to just put this video out and have a conversation about this, because I don't think this is a topic that I've covered prior to now. Like, I don't think I've done a video about this. Like, a rhetorical trap is essentially what it is. Like, it's an extension of a straw man, like a false concession argument. And the reason why I think it's interesting is there's no, like, it's like, who's going to take the bait is essentially what this argument is. I'm going to put the bait out there, and then if somebody takes the bait, I'm going to argue from a position of bad faith because I don't actually hold that position. So there's no winning the argument, because I'm not going to, help your argument by giving you any concessions there, but then you can't win because you're fighting against me and I don't hold this position. So it's a really dumb argument. Whoever's going to take the bait on this, like, I feel bad for you. Don't get in the trenches with this. It's just not worth it. But let's talk about the reason why this tweet was interesting to me. So he's talking about Doom the Dark Ages. And right here is where the second part of this tweet is where I want to jump into it. So it says, genuine question, which, by the way, it's not. It is not a genuine question. This is about as bad faith as it comes. If voice actors need to look like their characters in anime and all that other stuff, why is it always a free pass when this happens? So he's asking that question generally, right? He's saying, anybody that's willing to answer this question, I want you to answer it for me. But it's a rhetorical question because he doesn't hold that position. So there's no proper answer to that because he just wants people to get in the comments and try and justify it because he doesn't hold this position. There's tons of tweets and things over the years where he's talked about stuff like this, and he's actually argued against it many times. And even sometimes when the actors are exactly the same, he'll argue that actor, he doesn't like that actor for a reason, so it doesn't matter if they look the same. So this is literally just him creating an argument for something that he just doesn't believe in. Like here's a great example with Ghost of Tsushima, where the voice actor and the character look exactly the same except for a slightly different hairstyle, and he has an issue with it, even though they look identical. So here it's not the voice actor looks slightly different from the character, or the character is a different race than the voice actor, or a different gender or whatever. So again, I just want to reiterate, this is not a position that Endymion holds. He's not someone that feels this way. So when he asks this, it is not a genuine question. But then he goes, this lady's voice didn't match hers at all. She looks 25, but sounds like she's 70. This is subjective. Again, this doesn't define anything. It's absolutely subjective. He is placing his own personal opinions on why a studio decided to do something that they did with literally no argument other than, well, actually, this position that you guys hold, meaning maybe Debra in the studio, this position that you guys hold, why is it okay when a black person plays a character that doesn't look like them, but it's not okay when all these other people do it? Again, an argument that Debra's not making, or the studio here is not making. So it's literally just this nebulous bad faith argument and a stance that Endymion doesn't hold. It's a really bizarre choice on ID Software's part, in my opinion. Fine, you can have that opinion. That's absolutely fine. But you're placing this argument against someone because you don't like them. And it didn't matter if this character looked like Debra, because you would still have a problem with it. And here's the receipts on that. This is all the way back in January of last year, with Debra playing characters in games where she actually looked like the characters that she was playing. She's like the Troy Baker of face models. It's honestly annoying. She must have it in her contract that her face needs to be mocapped into everything she does. Whenever I see her face in something, I roll my eyes at this point. She's gonna be in Insomniac's Wolverine too, and I bet her face is also modeled there too. I just know it. So jumping back over here, it doesn't matter if this character looked like her, because Endymion, again, say it with me, doesn't hold this position. This is not his stance on it. So this is a bad faith rhetorical trap argument. And it looks so desperate. These guys are so desperate lately to stay in the algorithm, to stay relevant with everything that's going on. They're just kind of going off the rails with everything. This is such a non-argument. This is such a dumb thing. Because again, if he's someone that believes that you hire an actor based on whether or not you think they fit the role they're playing, then he should have no problem with Debra playing a character that doesn't look like her, because that is the actual position that Endymion has said over the years he holds. Just hire the best person for the role. It doesn't matter who they are, whether they're white, black, Asian, whatever it is. Hispanic, just hire the best person for the role. It doesn't matter. But here, because he doesn't like Debra, as I just proved a second ago, it doesn't matter if she looks like the character in the game, because he doesn't want to see her in the game. So why is it that, and this is a genuine question, And it's not a rhetorical trap. Why is it that Endymion has an issue when Debra is voicing a character that looks like her and she voices a character that doesn't look like her? Based on Endymion's prior takes on all of this, I wonder why he would have a problem with Debra Wilson. You can see her on screen right now. What possibly could Endymion have a problem with when it comes to Debra Wilson? Why is he going after her so much? Which, by the way, that isn't the only tweet about her. You can go look it up for yourself. I just thought that one was quite interesting, since it directly addresses the same argument and position that he says he doesn't hold here. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's right there in front of us. Anyway, yeah, don't argue, don't do these rhetorical trap arguments with these guys online where they try and put a position out there that they don't actually hold, and they want you to come in and then defend that position that they projected on you because they don't hold it. Don't do it. And don't believe them when they say their only issue here is that they have some moral high ground on it. I proved that's not the case with Endymion. He doesn't like Debra. He doesn't like her.